Hi, sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Semnai. I hope you are great. So I came across this video where both sides are actually talking about Christianity. And she said that Black Christians are the white people of Black people. And I think I would choose there, right? So, and this one is also talking about Christian nationalism and white supremacy cosplaying as a Bible study. Both of them are have something to pass across, right? And something that I know for sure is that I have said this in very so much here that as an African Black woman who talks about history and all that, that if I were not to be a Christian, right, that I would not let convert me, because from the things that I have seen, research that I have read and all that, they are completely cosplaying. And some of them, sincerely speaking, Christianity, if we talk about segregation, segregation is so much in Christianity. Yeah, so much segregation. But I will leave it at that. I feel like the Christians are just clown members and all that, that are like, I don't understand how you would tell me that you are a Christian, but you do not have human sympathy. You do not feel like some people belong, or you feel like, you guys are still the higher, like, that you are still at the top and other people are at the bottom, the very bottom and all that. All these things are the things that I put together, and I am telling you that I say no way. Let's get into this video.
Christian nationalism is just white supremacy cosplaying as a Bible study. And I talk about Christian nationalism a lot and how I think it's the biggest threat to our democracy right now. And I want everybody to know that Christian nationalists do not care about your freedoms and they do not care about human rights. And if you knew about the history of white evangelical Christian nationalists, you would understand why that's the case. I don't think a lot of people realize that the reason a lot of private Christian schools started popping up is because of the desegregation of public schools. They didn't like that so much that they decided to build up their own private Christian schools and not accept Black students in the name of religious freedom. The founder of Liberty University actually made a school like this, Jerry Falwell Jr., and he would preach sermons about how God wants segregation. Bob Jones University also did this. They banned Black students, and then after they started allowing Black students, they banned interracial relationships and dating. And the only reason they went back on that is because the IRS was saying they could no longer be tax exempt if they were going to continue to discriminate. So they didn't go back on this because they changed their mind. It was only because they were no longer tax exempt. And I want it to really sink in that these schools started not because they wanted to teach these kids about the love of Jesus, but because they didn't want a Black child sitting next to their white kid. The more history you learn about white evangelicalism, Christian nationalism, the more you realize how serious of a threat it is to our freedoms and human rights.
Real question to Black Americans. Are white people better Christians? Are white people doing it right? Are white people praying to the proper God? Because Black Christians keep saying, Christianity is the way and we'll get there eventually. But white people are largely the holders of all of the money in the United States, largely the holders of all of the political power in the world, largely the power of all of the economic power in the world, largely the most famous people in the world. They have all of the media and communication power in the world. I just don't understand, and we've all been praying since, they forced this religion upon us in the 1400s. But those of you who are practicing Christianity, if you're not wealthy, are you doing it wrong? Look around, and we know, if you say that Christianity is the right religion, the best religion, the most powerful religion, the only religion, all the things you say, and he's going to heal the world, why is everything getting worse? Real question. Black Christians are the white people of Black people. So, you know how white women are the men of women, and men are the men of society? The oppressor of everyone is men, and then the oppressor of women is white women. I'm starting to think that Black Christians are the oppressors of the Black community. All right, so listen, hear me out. They think they're righteous, right? All these people think they are in the right. They have this position of authority. They feel like they can tell everyone else what to do. They look down on everyone else. They feel like they're this paternal figure who must guide everyone to the way way of righteousness. They don't see that the things that they're saying and doing are problematic for the community in which they think that they are like monitoring, or they think that they are in a position of authority for. And it's just, and they're so divisive. They're dumb, like, not to say they're dumb, but like they don't see logic sometimes, and they don't see how problematic their way of thinking is. They try to force their way of thinking onto everyone else. They are judgmental AF, right? They judge the LGBTQ community, they judge the trans community. They feel like they are, again, in this position of, I am right and you are wrong, and so you need to listen to me. And they don't think that they are a problem, and they never think they are problematic people. And I'm just like, and then these are the people that, and then they are given this privilege, right? Christianity, I would call it Christianity privilege. Like, you see all the politicians with their crosses, and all their politicians are "In God We Trust" and "God Bless America" and one name under God, like all this God reference all throughout America. And it's just like more and more and more of it. So if you are this Black Christian, especially in this Christian America, you are given this Christian privilege. How many rich pastors are there, right? If you indoctrinate yourself enough, if you subscribe enough to this Christian mentality, you are given certain perks and privileges in this society that we live in. And so because you are given those perks and those privileges, you then try to like assimilate everyone else and indoctrinate everyone else and tell everyone else that you are right and they are wrong, and you now need to subscribe to their belief system, or else you'll be damned to hell. And just like and they're so they're untrustworthy. It's just like a Christian will come and tell you one thing in front of your face, and then as soon as you're gone, like, girl, can you believe what sister so and so did? Can you believe what usher deacon so and so did? Like, it's just like they're so insidious, they're so backstabby, and then they hurt the community that they claim to be helping. It's just like, yeah, I'm talking about true churches that they take all these offerings and all these tithes and do all this stuff with, like, to your church and pay all the people at the church, but the people in the congregation and in the community are perpetually poor somehow, some way. You tell them to do all this prayer, but they have no savings. And then when they come to you and ask for help, they say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Or they end the way of the church, they say, pray harder and God will help. God will hear you eventually. I know it's been 10 years you've been saying the same prayer, but he'll listen eventually. And it's just like, and they don't address the issues, like the systemic issues. They just say the systemic issues don't matter. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm starting to think that the Black Christians are the white people of Black people. I'm like, it's matching up for me. It's matching up for me. Oh, and I didn't even talk about then the actual, like, Christian to Republican pipeline that there is, because the Black Christians, they are the big, all Black Republicans, they are Christians. Like, there might be a couple of them that are not, but the Candace Owens, the Black governors that are governors of red states, all of them are these Christian people who have these like traditional lives, like husband and wife and kid, and they're all like, they're all these Christians. They're all these Christians who are like trying to push this 1925 lifestyle on everyone around them because they feel like that's the right way because God said so. Like, it's like that Christian to Republican alt pipeline is there, and I'm seeing it more and more. So that's like just another layer of the Christians in the Black community are being oppressive because they're spewing all of this incorrect rhetoric around Blackness and Black people, and they're pushing this, Black people are the problem, it's not the system. Oh, Black people are the problem, it's not racism. Oh, Black people are this and Black people are that. Whenever it's like, no, sir or madam, you don't see the issues that are surrounding it. You may not be affected by them personally, even though you probably are, and you just ignore it and pretend like it's not, or you are too ignorant to see it, but you are pushing out this rhetoric that none of these things that all 14 million, that 13 million out of the 14 million Black people in America are saying this is an issue. You're saying, no, all 13 million of you are dumb, and that's 1 million who happen to make it out. We figured it out, and y'all 13 million people are stupid. Like, I just don't understand, like, how people can just feel that way. Like, statistically speaking, when the vast majority of a population are saying, this is our experience, this is what is happening, and everyone else is like, nah, y'all are wrong. Like, all you see these 4 black people who say y'all are wrong, we're gonna listen to those 4 instead of the 13 million of y'all, and say nah. It's like women everywhere. I'm like, y'all should see that. Like, women everywhere. I tell them men everywhere. Men are problematic. Men are creepy. Men are weird. Men don't know how to talk to women. Men don't understand what consent is. Like, women everywhere are screaming to the top of our lungs, men are the problem. But men will turn around and say, no, see these 8 women who said men are not the problem, they're right, and all of you all are wrong. Like, I'm just like, I just really want people, again, I'm like, I need to do a whole video on statistics, because when the vast majority of a population of people is saying something, there is something there. It's the same thing with predators, y'all. If like 1,000 kids are coming up and saying this Pope is weird, and you got 2 kids who are like, no, the Pope is not weird, he treats me so nice. It's like, no, that Pope is the problem, and not the 2 kids who he didn't bother. Those are his 2 puppet kids. Like, the same thing with Chris Brown. Chris Brown, for years and years and years, women have been saying he is colorist. He hits, he's violent. Everyone's like, he beats people. He hates dark skinned women. But a couple of dark skinned women here and there be like, no, Chris Brown is fine. Or a couple women here, no, Chris Brown don't do this. I'm just like, no. For years and years and years, R. Kelly, young women have been like, no, R. Kelly did this, R. Kelly did that, years and years and years. But no, we'll ignore all of those because like 2 or 3 women were like, no, R. Kelly was fine. Like, why don't y'all listen to the majority? The majority. Just listen to the majority. Like, just listen to the majority. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And that's not even talking about how many predators are actually in the church. How many predators are actually in the church. And then how many of the church ladies protect the predators that are in the church. Oh my God. Oh my God. I choose the bear. I choose the bear. I choose the bear. If you put me in the room with a black Christian person or a bear, which one would you choose? I choose the bear. I choose the bear.
I got from this video, something I know for sure is that from the things, I can't tell you which one, but one thing I know is that Christianity is not black religion. It's a borrowed religion. That I can easily tell you because I am very sure of it, right? Especially where I come from. I am Nigerian, and we were not practicing Christians. We were, I don't know, okay, we were, they have their own religion before Christianity came into Nigeria. But then I am also going to tell you that from the things that I have been able to read, learn, research, and all that, Christian nationalism is actually white supremacy. From the things that I have seen, the way they want to dominate things, the way they do not think you belong, the way they do not, it's a Christian nationalism that you find that segregation is actually still a thing. I said what I said. Segregation is actually a thing. Yes. And in a situation whereby you are a Christian, you don't want me to feed. You don't want me to eat. But you will give you will give food to your dogs. I might be your neighbor and starving. And I am not important. And if I am not of the same color with you, I am not that important. They just like the way they, they do not preach like it. I don't know, but some of the things they preach are just ungodly, if you ask me. And I have said it several times that if there are the ones that from the things that I am saying, if there are the ones that, if I were not a Christian and there are the ones that will convert me to Christianity, it probably wouldn't work, because some of the things that I see I see them do does not equal to a Christ-like or Christ life and all that. So I am not being judgmental, but I am saying the things that are observation, the things that I have seen so far. Yeah. And all of them explain it very well, because it's just like the way she said that black Christians are like the whites of black people, because some of them I don't know, they become Christians and maybe they overdo it, or they overact, I don't know, but that is just it. I don't like talking about religion because some people are biased. Some people also do not want to hear you talk about religion, what you feel and all that. But I want you to understand that religion is actually different from knowing Christ. Yes. Religion is just different from knowing Christ. Some people are just Christian for being Christian. They go to church, but they are very wicked, evil-minded people. There are people that do not go to church, but they know what it means to have human sympathy. They understand that human beings deserve to live, exist, and all like that. So I am someone like that. Yeah. So I will draw my cut in here. Bye for now.